talking how I feel about things. Yes, you might think, oh Roger, you may be right or wrong, but it's how I feel about things. But anyway, let me go to the screen. Yeah, let's get you up. All right, cool. You should be able to see this right now on the screen. And we have this statement right here. Now, it came out the other day. King's College, they have turned around and said that, you know what, Britain's way not racist as it used to be, or prejudiced or whatever. So, hold on, don't come with that foolishness with me, like say Britain ain't no racist country. But I'm sorry to all the Britons that are British people that are offended by that statement anyway, but I just made. But I apologize. But at the same time, whose truth are you talking about anyway? But anyway, I did some investigative thing, because you know people can kick off and respond to a lot of things based upon just one statement. So I had a look at the report and I downloaded it itself. So there's one small segment that talks about the whole thing that's apparently getting people excited that Britain isn't racist as it used to be, which is a relatively decent argument, but it doesn't hide the fact there's a systemic racism. But anyway, let's take that aside. But listen, it says here now, Britain's changing their view on who they would not like to have as neighbours. Now, this is amazing, you know, guys. This is a very, very, very interesting perspective. I'll just give you a bit of insight to my personal experience. My personal experience is, as a 3-year-old child, we moved into a white area. My parents said we moved out of a area where black people are known to live, and we need Handsworth, and moved out to a different area. And they signed the petition that my parents wouldn't that they didn't want my parents to move in as because they were black. Now that was 40 years ago. I now can walk the streets, cool and whatever. I'm not saying there's no racism in the area, but what I'm saying is that it's way different to what it used to be. So I thought, okay, cool. That statement is okay. It makes decent sense. It shows you the state of people's mindset and whatsoever. Now, let's have a look at this. So let's go down here. So Britons today are less likely than once were to have a problem living next to gay people, immigration, immigrants, people who have AIDS and so on. So that's the number of questions anyway still, yeah? And we're going back to 81. You know what I mean? And they're saying about 10% of Britons, I don't know if this was done in Brixton, this was you know what I mean? So there's a lot more liberal and less conservative people living in them areas anyway, more like a Labour zone anyway, socialist zone. But anyway, it's saying that there's two interesting ones here: immigrants or people of different race. 10% of the population. You can imagine, guys, this is in 1981, and 10% of the population did not want for black people to live next door, and it's gone down to literally 2-3% to right now. So it's less, it's down. But also, who is going to admit they're going to feel like that? They're going to say, oh, I'm not racist, I have no problem, but I'm not, you know what I mean? It's like, really, like, who's going to be really honest in this? But I thought that was interesting. It shows us it's gone down. It picked up around about 2009. I bet you can go Brexit around that period anyway, and goes back down. It's interesting when it comes to the homosexuality. Wow, over 30% of people out there didn't want homosexuals living next door to them. Woo. That's a high percentage, but that has gone down from 30% right down to 5%. So if racism went down at the same level, you know what I'm saying, as that, would be at 1 or 2%, but it hasn't, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's neither here or there, you know, for some people anyway, so yeah. But very interesting. And the people tend to have problem with immigrant and foreign workers. Now, before as Africa beings, we can't forget our grandparents, our immigrants who came over here to kind of how can I say it, man, better the life, you know what I mean? They didn't really it kind of happened that way, but it kind of didn't at the same time. And so, I kind of take a bit of offense there, but there is been an increase. So overall, guys, it looks like the King's College is a bit right. Let's have a look at this anyway. So this is about drug addicts and stuff like that. So and drug. So, and they're checking out about how does it compare to other nations, and it compared to other nations. England's at the bottom, and it's so tolerant, it's so great. Iran and places like that. Maybe people in Iran like this. I don't care. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Donald Trump style. You know what I'm saying? How they feel about immigrants and whatsoever. But guys, my conclusion from all this now and then whatsoever is that you gotta be careful, because King's College is not saying racism is better, because at the end of the day, whether you like or not, systemic racism is going rife. This country has benefited and never even realizes the depth of what they've done to the world, whether through colonization or through slavery itself. They don't realize the benefits of what they've done and how to rectify it's being done. Oh my goodness, I watched a program about Namibia. Big up to my Namibian crew. I believe I'm rescued Namibian as well, man. You know what I mean? The Germanic Africans, how the people them locally have been treated. And when you sit down and think about it, when I look at the southern states of Africa, especially with all the gold and beauty, just the beauty of them, these nations and crazy. Now, if somebody took your land 3 generations ago, if it's my land, I want my land back. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you stole it from me, I want it back. But the refusal of European nations to give it back just shows this unrepentant heart. So so it's hard to say that people want to benefit from from a system that has abused a certain type of people group just for your own benefit. You know what I mean? So this statement, I know it kind of got and put out there on social media. King's College saying that racism. The things have improved, but it's not saying there's no racism in the UK, or it's way less than loads of countries. It's fantastic. They just make the statement from a survey that they've done. Type of survey for me anyway. So it's like not everyone's gonna answer the truth. In the end of the day, one thing I do know is that it's okay saying, you go in your house, I go in my house, but once you step into their house, when you put your arm around their daughter, it's a different thing. People go, that's life I grew up with. Get used to it, but I have great mates, but you can't go into their house. Yes, I said it. But anyway, this is Roger here. It's not just about being your neighbor, it's about living in your house and sharing your table and breaking bread. That's a total different thing. I don't mean breaking bread in church either. Breaking bread in your house at your expense with somebody of color. Then you talk about racism kind of. But it's Roger here, and I think to accelerate gospel music back origin. This is how we do it. Forward motion with Village KNG.
One step at a time, going through it all. Seek you will find when it forward motion, forward motion, forward.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you. I hope you enjoy.